Electrocast. The Love Affair event is on at Whole Foods Market with deals on delicious desires through February 14th. The floral department's in full bloom, so look for savings on double dozen bunches of roses. In the meat and seafood departments, save on animal welfare certified New York strip steaks and sustainable wild-caught lobster tails to make the night sizzle. Gifts from the wellness and beauty department are always a nice touch. And you have to grab those chocolate-dipped strawberries. Make Whole Foods Market your Valentine's Day destination.
Welcome to Tuning In to Sound Wellbeing, the podcast where Amanda, our sound therapy expert, unlocks the healing potential of sound therapy and tuning forks in wellness. I'm Stephen, your co-host, joining Amanda on this journey into the world of frequencies and vibrations. So whether you're a curious learner or a wellness enthusiast, our show offers you fresh insights and practical knowledge. Come with us to uncover the mysteries of sound, embrace new wellness perspectives, and experience the transformative magic of frequencies and vibration. Tuning into Sound Wellbeing is here to harmonise your mind, body, and soul.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Amanda Mackay, your sound therapy expert.
And I'm Stephen, co-host, curious learner, and eager explorer of knowledge.
Nice.
Thank you. Now, Amanda, I know that time, as we commonly understand it, is an illusion, and it's just a construct that allows us to make sense of our experiences in this physical world. But can you believe that we are already over halfway through this podcast series?
Wow, really, time does fly. And I can tell you've been eagerly exploring some metaphysics again this week.
You know, guilty as charged. So, what are we doing to raise the universal consciousness of the planet in today's episode?
This week, we're going to focus on tuning fork techniques.
Oh, wow, that sounds good. I only ever use them in one way, so I'll be eagerly tuning into this.
Yeah, there really are quite a few different ways to use tuning forks.
Okie dokie then, so let's get down to it, and here it is, Tuning In with Amanda.
Okay, so I thought we would talk about a few different techniques for using tuning forks. There's a number of different ways that people have created ways of using them, so I thought we would talk a little bit more about that because we've talked a lot about the power of vibrational resonance, compressions and rarefactions, and the impact that the sounds and vibration can have on the mind and body. So tuning forks are an incredibly versatile instrument when using the power of sound healing, balancing, grounding, meditation and wellness.
Yes.
So some of the best known practices and techniques are Biofield Tuning, Acutonics, acupressure points, and also some methods developed by the brilliant John Beaulieu.
Oh, right.
So I also have developed some different techniques that I teach in my practitioner training.
Okay.
So I'll begin with Biofield Tuning techniques.
Okay.
So it's a very effective method and it's gaining a lot of recognition for its profound healing effects.
Mm-hmm.
So Biofield Tuning is a therapeutic technique. It involves the use of tuning forks to work with the human biofield, which is the energy field that surrounds and interpenetrates the physical body.
Right.
So the aim of Biofield Tuning is to clear, balance and harmonise the biofield, which in turn can lead to physical, emotional and spiritual well-being.
Right.
So here are some key aspects of the Biofield practitioner tuning fork technique.
Right, okay.
So practitioners use specialized tuning forks. So they use some weighted forks and unweighted forks, and these forks are calibrated to specific frequencies that are believed to correspond with the biofield's energy centers and pathways.
Right.
And the practitioner gently taps or activates the tuning fork and places them near the body or within the biofield.
Right.
So the practitioner begins by scanning the client's biofield with the pendulum. So when an area of the field is identified as needing some work, so there's an imbalance, the practitioner uses the tuning fork to comb or clear the area.
Yes.
So it's just moving the fork through the field.
Yes.
And this is with the intention of disentangling and releasing any energetic blockages.
Yep.
So the vibrations are believed to break up the stagnation and promote the smooth flow of energy again through that area.
Wow, okay.
So the key principle is, well, in any tuning fork modality, is frequency resonance.
I see.
So practitioners have the belief that the body's energy centers and pathways have their own resonant frequencies. So by matching these frequencies with the tuning forks, the practitioner aims to encourage the body's natural ability to return to a state of harmony and balance.
So that entrainment we've talked about before.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. So some practitioners might use the system of mapping the biofield.
Yep.
So this is similar to how acupuncturists chart meridian points in the body. And tuning forks are applied to specific points along the body's energy pathways.
Okay.
So, biofield tuning is known for its potential to release stored emotional and energetic imprints.
Right.
So, it's not uncommon for clients to experience emotional catharsis or
Yeah.
even that really deep relaxation during a session.
Okay.
And after a session, the practitioner has another look at the biofield again, and that shows the effectiveness of the treatment and what they might need to, work on again.
Okay, so in the spirit of full disclosure here, now this is the type of tuning or tuning fork practice that you mainly use, isn't it?
Yeah, so I use biofield tuning techniques because I did biofield training,
Yeah.
and I also use some of the ones that I've developed.
Indeed.
So it depends on what the client needs in the session.
Yeah, right. It is an incredible experience.
Yeah, that's right. Now, let's move on to Acutonics. So Acutonics is a precision calibrated tuning fork technique. So they use really specific tuning forks only made for Acutonics.
Right.
So these are applied on or over acupuncture points,
Right.
trigger points, or points of pain.
Okay.
So the forks are not only used in the field, they're used on the body, and the fork handle is placed on the body. So it's great for clearing and untangling that stagnant energy
Right.
sitting in the field or the body.
Right.
So the forks used with acupressure points, which are recognized in Chinese
Yes.
medicine.
Yes, they are.
So say the client presents with stress and anxieties, practitioners might select an acupressure point known for calming and anxiety reducing properties.
Right. Yes, okay.
So, that might be like the Heart 7 point. So this point is located on the wrist and is believed to help the heart and spirit.
Okay.
So by gently applying a tuning fork to this point, the vibrations can help alleviate stress and promote emotional balance.
Wow, that sounds very cool.
Oh, it really is. But so say on the other hand, a client is seeking pain relief, specific acupressure points for pain management come into play.
Right, okay.
So they might choose large intestine 4, for example.
Yep.
So this is also found on the hand,
Okay.
and it's known for its pain alleviating properties.
Okay.
So if you combine that with the tuning fork's vibrations, the technique can promote relief in cases of, say, headaches, body aches, muscle tension.
Wow.
Because you hold a lot, as you can imagine, in the stomach. So now the magic happens when these carefully chosen acupressure points are paired with tuning forks.
Right.
The fork's vibration enhance the stimulation of the points, and that promotes the flow of energy along the body's meridians.
Ah, yes.
So these are the energy pathways recognized in traditional Chinese medicine.
Okay. Yep.
So the combination of the acupressure and tuning forks is all about balancing and harmonizing the body's energy.
Right, it's natural energy.
That's it.
Okay.
So whether it's emotional well-being, pain management, or other specific needs, this approach really can address it effectively.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, now let's move on to another method that was developed by the legendary John Beaulieu.
Right.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Beaulieu is an American psychologist, musician, and sound healing practitioner. He's recognized for his contributions to the field of music therapy and sound healing.
Yep.
Beaulieu has spent decades exploring the therapeutic and healing aspects of sound and music. He's particularly well known for his work with tuning forks.
Right.
And he uses these as a therapeutic tool. He's developed a system of sound healing using tuning forks, and his techniques are often used for relaxation, stress reduction, and promoting emotional and physical balance.
Okay.
Now, Beaulieu has conducted research in the field of sound healing and music therapy,
Yep.
exploring the effects of sound on the mind and body, and he's contributed to the scientific understanding of how sound and vibration really can be used for healing.
Wow.
John Beaulieu really is a pioneer in the field of sound healing, and his work is so closely associated with the Fibonacci sequence.
Right.
So this sequence, found throughout nature, is a phenomenon. So it's, if you've seen the spirals of seashells,
Yes.
pine cones,
Yes.
Galaxies,
Yes.
they form the basis of his sound therapy approach.
They do. So, based on the 13th century Italian mathematician Leonardo of Pisa and his sequence, and each number in sequence is formed by adding the two numbers immediately before it. So, example, the sum of 1 and then 3. Well, 1 and 1 moves to 2, and then 2 and 1 to 3. And then 3 and 2 to 5, and 5 and 3 to 8, so 13, 21, 34, and so on.
Wow, that's pretty impressive maths there, Steve.
Yes.
And you got in your love of 13th century Italian history as well.
Yes, I do. Midway through the journey of this life, I found myself in a dark wood where the right road was lost and gone.
Is that another song lyric?
No, it's Dante.
Oh, right. So that's not a band, it's...
No, he's an Italian poet from the 13th century. He wrote the Divine Comedy.
All right, well, maybe we can weave that in another episode.
All right, great. I look forward to that. Anyway, Fibonacci sequence, such a simple mathematical sequence, but one that covers so much in maths, art, science. It's a fundamental sequence to explain the natural world.
Yeah, that's right. So some of Beaulieu's signature techniques are spiral technique.
That makes sense.
This method harnesses the inherent harmony and balance of the Fibonacci spiral. So imagine a seashell's graceful spiral pattern or the unfurling petals of a flower.
Yes.
So these are visual representations of the Fibonacci sequence.
Okay.
Now, Beaulieu has translated this natural order into a therapeutic technique using tuning forks. So the practitioner selects specific tuning forks calibrated to the frequencies within the Fibonacci sequence. They activate these forks and trace a spiral pattern around the client's body or energy field.
Yep.
And the vibrations of the forks move in a spiral motion.
Right.
So it does mirror the Fibonacci spiral that we were talking about in nature.
Yes.
So the intention is to harmonize and balance the body's energy.
Yep.
And, this is really drawing inspiration from the timeless wisdom of the universe itself.
Yes, indeed.
So a close cousin to the spiral technique is the seashell technique.
Right.
So this method is inspired by the elegant natural occurring of spirals found in seashells.
It's very famous, yep.
Yeah, these spirals embody balance and order, and Beaulieu incorporates these spirals into his therapeutic approach with the tuning forks.
Okay.
So similar to the spiral technique, specific forks attuned to the Fibonacci frequencies are activated.
Right.
The practitioner gently traces the client's body or energy field with the vibrating tuning forks.
Yes.
And it follows this graceful spiral pattern. So this technique is designed to promote balance, harmony, and that natural flow of energy.
Very nice.
Yeah, so the Fibonacci sequence is not just a mathematical concept, it's a reflection of the profound order of harmony present in the natural world.
Yeah.
So by incorporating this sequence into sound therapy, John Beaulieu's techniques tap into that inherent balance that exists within us and around us.
Wow, I am loving it.
Okay, great. Now, lastly,
There's more.
there is more. I'm just going to talk very, very briefly about a couple of tuning fork techniques that I've created.
Okay.
So, I believe heart healing is central to really deep healing, and it is really the basis to my teaching.
Okay.
So, this assists practitioners to not only practice self-forgiveness and self-kindness, but they're highly effective protocols to clear pain and emotions that have led to a closed heart.
Right.
So the heart is the doorway to living in the present moment, to giving and receiving unconditionally, and creating the life you're here to experience in an expansive expression.
Nice.
So in these sessions, we explore the limiting beliefs often inherited by family,
For sure.
and clearing the patterns that keep us living this reduced, low frequency, repeated experience.
Yeah, right.
So these energy imprints are so deeply ingrained, we don't even realize it's not us. It feels so familiar, and that's the reason people can't break habits.
Right.
So the tuning forks interrupt these dissonant frequencies, and they bring harmony, and you can create then your life from a neutral place.
Right.
Now, the I am is another key protocol
I am.
for living a true potential. To manifest a balanced life, the I am is essential.
Right.
This is in the Bible. So this is when God, or now as we often say, the universe, names themselves.
Right.
So we are part of the universe, the one. Now, to heal pain, it is imperative we don't see ourselves as separate. So once this veil of separation starts to become thinner, the deeper the healing.
Okay.
So we move through this extraordinary process, I am, and this has a profound effect for the client.
Wow.
Really deep healing.
Indeed. So, some Old Testament quoting from Exodus there for y'all. Well, anyway, you had me at hello and took it to the next level with Fibonacci. So, Amanda, yet another very informative tuning in segment. Grazie mille, mia amica.
The Love Affair event is on at Whole Foods Market with deals on delicious desires through February 14th. The floral department's in full bloom, so look for savings on double dozen bunches of roses. In the meat and seafood departments, save on animal welfare certified New York strip steaks and sustainable wild-caught lobster tails to make the night sizzle. Gifts from the wellness and beauty department are always a nice touch. And you have to grab those chocolate-dipped strawberries. Make Whole Foods Market your Valentine's Day destination.
Prego.
Oh, stop it. Now, it's time for some curious conversations where I get to ask some questions on the topic this week.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we'll start with Fibonacci frequencies. So, I sort of might have a bit of an idea what they are, but can you tell us what are they and when do you use them?
Okay, so there are whole sets of Fibonacci forks.
Right.
Usually they're sold in sets of 8, but you can use just 2.
Okay.
And still achieve some really good results.
Okay.
So the ones I would use are the 89 hertz and the 144 hertz.
Sure. So, why those particular frequencies?
Okay, so Fibonacci sets of tuning forks with frequencies like the 89 hertz and 144 hertz are often used in sound therapy and healing practices. Because they are based on this Fibonacci sequence and its related ratios.
Right.
So in this context, the number of 89 and 144 derived from the Fibonacci sequence are believed to have the therapeutic properties due to these harmonic relationships. Okay, so the number 89 is part of the Fibonacci sequence.
Right.
And so it's like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89.
All right, so we're quick mathing today. Love
yes.
it. Okay.
So 89 follows the number 55.
It does, yep.
And it's a harmonically related note.
Okay.
So sound therapists and practitioners believe that frequencies based on Fibonacci sequence can resonate with that natural harmony
Yes.
found in the universe and help restore balance in the body and mind.
Right.
So similarly, 144 is also a Fibonacci number.
Yep.
And it's the next number after 89 in the sequence.
Yes, okay.
So the 144 hertz tuning fork is another harmonic frequency that practitioners used and believe that have healing and balancing effects.
Okay.
So these frequencies are used as part of a broader context of sound therapy and energy healing, and each specific frequency is thought to have its unique impact on the human body's energy system and chakras.
Yep.
Practitioners select tuning forks based on these frequencies to address various imbalances and promote overall well-being.
Right.
So the application of these frequencies is rooted in the belief that they can help realign and restore harmony within the individual.
Okay.
So I have used these two with a different spiral technique that we mentioned earlier in sessions.
Yep.
And my clients' experiences were amazing.
Really?
It was really such a deep clearing. I don't think they could believe it themselves.
Wow, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
Okay. So do you use them both like on the body or just in the field?
So both frequencies of the 89 hertz and 144 hertz,
Yep.
this Fibonacci sequence,
Yes.
can be used both on the body and in the energy field,
Okay.
the biofield.
Right.
So during sound therapy and energy practices, the choice of how and where to apply these frequencies just really depends on the specific goals and techniques employed by the practitioner.
Right.
So tuning forks with these frequencies are often applied directly to the body.
Okay.
The tuning fork, once activated, can then be placed on specific acupressure points, energy centers, like the chakras, or any areas of tension or discomfort in the body.
Right.
So the vibrations from the tuning fork are believed to resonate with the body's energy system,
Yep.
promoting relaxation, balance, and the release of energy blockages.
Right.
So this is particularly useful when addressing the physical or emotional issues.
Yes, okay, indeed.
Now, tuning forks can also be used in the energy field surrounding the body. So we commonly refer to this as the biofield.
Yes.
And practitioners would move the tuning fork through that biofield without actually directly placing it on the body.
Yep, okay.
And the vibrational frequencies interact with the client's energy field, and that harmonizes and rebalances it. And it's from holding stress, bringing it back to its natural state of ease.
Right.
So this approach is often used to address more subtle energy imbalances.
Yes, okay.
The specific application of these frequencies depends on the practitioner's expertise, the client's needs, and the chosen sound therapy technique. But both methods aim to utilize the harmonic frequencies to restore balance and promote well-being.
Right.
And practitioners often have a deep understanding of which frequencies work best for different conditions.
Yes.
And tailor their approach accordingly.
So when you're working with clients, how do you assess what techniques you are going to use and what acupressure points you might work on?
Well, this depends entirely on the client and what they're wanting to work on.
Yes.
Which is a crucial aspect of providing effective sound therapy with tuning forks.
Okay, yeah.
So it's important to tailor the treatment to each individual's specific needs and imbalances. So the process begins with a thorough assessment and consultation. So during this initial phase, I talk with the client to understand their physical and emotional well-being,
Right.
as well as any specific concerns or issues they might be experiencing. So this conversation helps me gain insight into their unique needs.
Right.
And this informs where I work, as each chakra is associated with specific aspects of physical and emotional health.
Right, okay.
So by evaluating the client's chakra system, I identify the areas that might be out of balance and require attention. So once I have this understanding of the client's needs, I select the appropriate points that are linked to the chakras or meridians. So, for example, if a client is experiencing stress or anxiety, I might focus on points associated with the heart or solar plexus chakras.
Yes.
And, well, really, ultimately, the selection of acupressure points is a highly individualized process.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's essential to adapt every treatment to the client's unique circumstances. So combining this tailored approach with the use of specific tuning forks and frequencies, we can work together to restore balance, alleviate discomfort, and promote their natural well-being.
Okay, so some people you might work only on their body and others you might work only in their field.
Yes, that's right. Or I do a combination of both. It
Okay.
depends on what we're trying to achieve.
Okay, cool. So now we've talked quite a bit in previous eps about harmonic resonance. So just a bit of a recap. Can you clarify for us all what it is and why it's important to tuning fork technique?
Sure thing. So resonance is a fundamental concept in sound therapy. It plays a vital role in understanding the effectiveness of tuning fork techniques.
Yeah.
So in the context of tuning forks, resonance refers to the phenomenon where one vibrating object, in this case the tuning fork,
Yep.
can transfer its energy to another object,
Yes.
which is the client's body.
Right.
Now that shares a natural frequency and its harmonic related frequency brings the balance.
Okay.
So the importance of resonance in tuning fork techniques lies in its ability to create a powerful and harmonious interaction between the vibrations of tuning fork and the client's energy system.
Okay. Yes.
So when a tuning fork is activated, it emits a specific frequency, and this frequency can affect the body and energy field of the client.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Now, here's why resonance is crucial. When the tuning fork's frequency resonates with an energy center,
Yep.
or chakra,
Yep.
or a specific acupressure point on the client's body, it can transfer this vibrational energy to that area.
Right.
This stimulates the energy flow,
Yep.
clears the blockage,
Yep.
and promotes balance.
Okay.
So resonance helps to harmonize the client's energy field. It aligns the natural vibrational frequency of the tuning fork with the body's energy, and this creates a state of coherence and balance.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, resonance ensures that the vibrations from the tuning fork are effectively absorbed by the body,
Yep.
making the treatment more effective in addressing physical and emotional imbalances.
Yeah. Okay.
So in essence, the resonance between the tuning fork and the client's energy system is a key element in sound therapy. It allows us to leverage the inherent balance and harmony found in the universe and use it to promote wellness and well-being.
Yeah. Right.
Now, when the frequencies of the tuning fork resonate with the frequencies of the client's body, it can lead to a profound and positive impact on their physical, emotional, and mental health.
It does. It does. So it does produce some amazing results.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so that's sensational. So once again, you've helped feed this curious cat's appetite for knowledge with your perfectly delicious and informative answers.
Oh, wow, thanks.
So once again, it's time for harmony and practice. Okay, so that's where Amanda talks about ways to incorporate wellness practices into our daily lives. So what have you got for us this week, Amanda?
Well, as we just got back from the Sound Symposium up in Atherton.
Oh, yes, we did. How good was it?
Yep, it was really good. So if you don't know, Atherton Tablelands is far north Queensland. It's such a beautiful spot. It was a great event, and we just love being up there.
We do.
The people were open and friendly. It was such an incredible energy
It
up
was.
there. And it was a bit of a quick trip.
It was.
So, you know...
Because it is so nice up there.
It is beautiful. But as you know, going anywhere, getting out of your normal routine can sometimes be a little bit tiring.
Yes, it can. Plane travel in particular can be quite exhausting, I find.
So I thought we would talk about using tuning forks as an energy booster.
Oh, you beauty. One idea. So we talk so much about their calming and relaxation and using it for mindfulness. But so forks can also give you an energy lift.
Absolutely, they
Right.
can.
Okay.
So incorporating tuning forks as a quick energy boost during the day really can be a powerful way to revitalize your energy, regain focus,
Yep.
especially when you're feeling fatigued.
Right.
So here are some techniques that we're going to go through.
Yep.
So start with a tuning fork designed specifically for energy and focus.
Okay.
So you might like to refer it as your reset fork.
Yes, okay.
So these forks are typically calibrated to produce frequencies that help clear mental fog,
Yep.
increase alertness.
Yep.
So around that mid-range of the human hearing spectrum, 250 to 600 hertz.
Okay.
But, it can vary.
Yes, okay.
So all you need
Whatever
to do...
works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you need to just locate a quiet and peaceful space where you're not going to be disturbed, even if it's just for a few minutes.
Yep.
So this could be in your office, a break room, or just a really calming outdoor spot
Okay,
too.
sounds nice.
Does. So gently tap the tuning fork on a soft surface to initiate the vibrations. So even just this act of activating the fork.
Life is hard, but finding a really great podcast makes the days go by so much easier. Hi, my name is Blue Telusma. I'm a writer, an emotional intelligence coach, and the host of Humanize with Blue Telusma, a podcast where we believe that when you humanize everyone in the room, a great conversation is almost guaranteed. Join us every week here on Electricast as me and my guest co-hosts unpack big topics and interview even bigger personalities with a sense of humor and a dash of mischief. If you're looking for a new best friend in your head, we've got you covered. Electricast
Can help shift your focus
Yep,
from the tasks that you've been doing
Yep.
into the present moment.
indeed.
Now, next, close your eyes.
Yep.
You take a few deep, mindful breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through the mouth.
Right.
So this helps you relax and become more receptive to the vibrations.
Yeah.
Now, place this vibrating tuning fork close to your ear
Yeah.
and just listen to it. Listen to the soothing sounds it produces. Pay close attention to the vibrations and you'll feel like they're resonating with you.
Yep.
Now, as you listen, imagine the sound of the waves from the tuning fork as a stream of energy.
Yep.
And it's flowing through your body.
Yep.
Picture this energy revitalizing and re-energizing every single cell within you.
I already am, and haven't even got a tuning fork.
Now, shift your attention to your body.
Yes.
Notice any areas of tension or fatigue. Allow the fork's vibrations to travel to those areas. So this is your intention
Yep.
to dissolve tension and promote relaxation.
Okay.
If you do have a personal affirmation or mantra that helps you recenter and
Yep.
regain focus, repeat that
Yep.
either in your mind or out loud.
I will like working with my boss. I will like working with my boss.
Maybe, or maybe something else a little bit more calming. And this really can amplify the effects of the tuning fork.
Yeah.
So after a few minutes, express gratitude for the experience. So these positive effects of the tuning fork practice can be amplified by this sense of appreciation and gratitude,
Yep.
and it leaves you feeling more connected and fulfilled.
Okay, so get gratitude for your boss.
Well, maybe for having a job. I don't know. It's up to the individual. I'm not
It
going to
is.
preach to people what
Yeah,
they
fair
need
enough.
to do.
I'm being a bit judgy. Sorry.
So this technique can be repeated throughout the day
Yeah.
whenever you need a quick energy boost or some mental clarity. And the calming and revitalizing effects of the tuning fork can help you stay grounded and focused no matter how busy your day is.
Yeah, okay.
Now, by incorporating tuning forks into your daily routine for these quick energy boosts, you can maintain a sense of balance and focus, even during those busiest of days.
Yeah, wow, that sounds Brilliant. So easy to use and able to get you back on task and your head back in the game.
Absolutely, that's right.
Okay. So that's really great. Thank you very much for that, Amanda. So, okay, so now we got some time for a few questions from our lovely listeners. So we got one here. Hi, Amanda. I'm about to purchase my first ever tuning fork. Yay. And I have found this beautiful gold-coated fork. I just love how it looks and feels and sounds. Is that a good fork for me to start with? And could you give me some guidance on how I should use it and care for it?
Absolutely. So, I mean, purchasing a gold-coated fork for your first fork is beautiful.
Pretty special.
Yeah, most people buy the aluminium, so...
Yep. Very practical fork to buy.
Yeah, but no, I love these gold-coated forks myself.
Yep.
My favourite is the 111, so this is all about new beginnings. Now, I would gently tap the tuning fork against your activator. Now, remember, less is more with these.
Yep.
So they have such a long resonance.
Yep.
Because they're made from a special steel. So it's coated with the gold. So you're getting the beautiful energy of the gold in the healing as well as the frequency of the fork.
It is a bit of a heavier fork, isn't it?
Yeah, but oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. So gently
look
tapping it and then just holding it in front of you. And then you could just be saying out loud all the things you want to bring into your life, these new beginnings that you want to bring in.
Yep.
You could use the fork in the crown chakra above the head because that's going to help release any limiting beliefs you have around anything.
Yep.
Whether you're trying to bring in a new job or, new friendships or abundance in anything, really.
Right.
So using it in that crown chakra, just reactivating it once it runs out of frequency. That's a really beautiful session to do for yourself. Now, as far as maintaining it, I clean it with just one of those microfiber cloths. It's just, that's all it needs.
You don't want to scratch it.
No, just a really gentle cloth.
It is beautiful.
If you want to energetically cleanse your tuning fork, just lay it on a piece of selenite crystal. That's enough to clean the energy of the fork as well.
Okay.
Now, you could keep the fork in a cloth, or like I do, you could keep it in a tuning fork stand, which is just a block of wood that it has holes in it, and you just stand your forks up in it.
Yep. Yeah, it is a beautiful fork. It sounds like it's going to solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. I really, really love those forks.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, I hope that answered your question. Now, we've got another one here. So, hi, Amanda. I'm a new mother and I am struggling to get my little one to sleep. I bet people are feeling that one. So, do you have any tips on how I could use tuning forks to help her and me get the rest we both need?
Yes, absolutely. So, tuning forks for little ones is amazing.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, you'd probably want a weighted fork because you can use that on their body, but also it has a softer sound. You're not going to hear it as much. And you can activate the fork. Now, if they're teething, you can put it on the area where their teeth are coming through, not the gum, just outside on the face.
Okay, you're shoving the tuning fork in their mouth.
No, not at all. Just gently on their skin, but if it's too tender, just next to the skin. And
because teething's cruel.
It is. It's terrible. And
why did the universe give us that?
I'm not sure.
But anyway, it's good when you got them.
Oh yes, great when you've got them eventually. But my granddaughter has had tuning forks used on her since she was born and used during the teething time, also to help with sleeping. Even my kids used tuning forks when they had braces, so it can really help with that dental pain. Yeah. Mind you, if you've got dental pain, please still go and see a dentist. But it can just help reduce the inflammation and the feelings of the pain in the mouth.
Right.
So you could also use the tuning fork in the baby's room or the toddler's room when they're asleep, and help clean their energy system when they're asleep. So, you don't have to do it when they're awake. No. So whatever works for you and your little one. And for yourself, I would actually hold the fork in front of you and just express how you're feeling. Because parenting can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it's good just to get those feelings out of your body and feel like you're still doing a good job, because you are. Yeah. All parents are doing the best they can, and that's probably one of the best things to remember.
Yeah.
Having had 4 kids myself, it really is just you are doing your best every single day and use the tuning forks just to amplify that feeling of I am enough.
Yeah, but we get you. It is exhausting when you've got young kids and you're not getting any sleep whatsoever. So
yeah, that's right.
So hopefully that works for you. Okay, look, maybe we can try and fit one more in. Oh, this one's quite a... Okay, so hi Amanda, I've had quite a bit of trauma relating to a past life where I was in a war. I was forced to do things that I didn't want to do. I resisted my conscience in order to appease others, and what I also think was the collective consciousness of the time, I guess, of the planet. I'm having a lot of trouble coming to terms with it and moving on. Can you help me? And what, I guess, from a tuning fork perspective, what would you be doing?
Okay, all right. So this is a really interesting question, because not everybody really knows their past lives.
No, they don't. It is quite detailed, though.
Yeah, because, everyone...
Kind of lucky to have that much information.
Well, you can, from past life regression work, get that sort of information. But you would want to go to a specialist for that if anybody's listening and wants to go and try that out. So the thing to remember with any past life experiences that are being brought into this one is it wasn't healed last time. So that's why we come back and have a different kind of experience this time. So it's important to remember it's all about the learning. So this is not about punishment, blame, shame, or guilt. It's understanding that last time you had a particular experience, this time you're having another aspect of that experience. So you might be feeling like people are pressuring you to do things, or you don't feel like you have choice, or your life isn't your own, or those kind of feelings. But I would also encourage you to have a look at where you might be enforcing your ideals or your beliefs or your ways of doing things on other people. Not consciously.
No.
Because you didn't feel that you had the power in that other experience, you might be having the other side of that experience this time. Right. So whenever you're coming up against anything with healing, or you feel like there's a resistance from someone, always have a look at yourself and say, where is that in me? Do I do that? And be honest and be kind to yourself, and just know that it's just a part of healing, and that's really essentially what we're all here to do.
Yeah.
So our experiences are so we get a full understanding of what it is that we're working through. And that can take many, many lifetimes.
Yeah, right.
So if you think about it, on a soul's path, we're only in one little aspect of that. So be kind to yourself. And when you're using the tuning forks, just activate them. Again, holding them just in front of your mouth, saying, I release the burden of feeling whatever it is that you're feeling.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great answer. Thank you very much. Well, it's a cracking bunch of questions we got this week. So thanks everyone. Keep them coming in. And hopefully Amanda the Amazing can help you out with them. So here we are now at the end of the show. So if you can wrap things up for us, Amanda, with a final thought and a little preview into next week's exciting episode.
Absolutely. As we've been diving deeper into the world of tuning fork techniques, I'm just going to share with you this quote by renowned naturalist and author John Beaulieu. He once said, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks."
Yeah, right.
So just as Muir found profound wisdom and serenity in the embrace of nature, we too can discover the power of resonance, harmony, and balance through these tuning fork practices. So these techniques offer us the opportunity to connect with our inner nature, revitalize our energy, and find a sense of equilibrium within the hustle and bustle of our everyday life. So as you explore the wonderful world of tuning forks, remember the universe's harmony is within your reach, waiting to be harnessed for you.
Wow, that is inspiring as always. Okay, and what have we got in store for next week?
All right, so next week we delve into a topic close to many hearts, the remarkable role of sound in reducing stress and anxiety.
Yes, okay.
So in a world where the daily grind can often leave us feeling overwhelmed, sound therapy offers a unique and harmonious solution.
Yes.
We'll explore how tuning forks and their soothing vibrations can be harnessed to create a profound sense of calm and relaxation.
Okay.
But it's not just about the calming effects of sound. We'll also venture into the fascinating physiological mechanisms at play.
Yep.
When we engage sound therapy for stress reduction.
Ah, right.
So our discussion will shed light on the science behind why sound has this amazing impact on our overall well-being.
That sounds fantastic. I can't wait. So look, thanks again everyone for joining us on today's enlightening episode of Tune Into Sound Wellbeing.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you found our exploration of tuning fork techniques both fascinating and practical. I know I did. If you're as curious as I am about this world of sound therapy, then stay tuned for more engaging conversations and practical tips in the episodes to come. And remember, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to dive into, don't hesitate to reach out to us via our socials or on the website or send us an email. Your curiosity really fuels all of our conversations. So until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the wonderful world of wellness with us. And I'm Stephen, your curious learner, signing off. So stay curious, everybody.
Welcome to Ringside with Ray and Prince. My name is Ray Leonard Jr.
Oh, is that the set? No, that's just my dad.
My name is Prince Daniels Jr.
Daniels again with a big home touchdown.
On this show, we come to humanize
Athletes, entertainers, business executives. We're going to see what makes them tick.
Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and wherever you get your podcasts.
We'll see you there. Peace and power.
Electric acid.
Are you a fan of classic cinema or a young person who wants to discover the best films of all time? Do these legendary movies still hold up?
On the Generation Film podcast, two guys who grew up when movies dominated the culture share a great film with a panel of young movie lovers and see how it plays for today's generation.
We discuss changes in storytelling styles, representation,
the making of each film, its initial reception, and how its meaning has changed over the years.
Join us as we explore cinema classics across generations on Generation Film.
Electric acid. Electric acid.